Well, good evening. It's Saturday, and it's the 22nd of June. Journal 87, T plus 81, 29 days left. 19 days left. What am I talking about? 19 days left. Um, this has to do, I guess, with a couple of friends, and one of whom goes to a number of study groups and was confronted with with a challenge, and the challenge was to contemplate for 5 minutes um, experiences with amazing wonder. You can put that in quotes if you like, amazing wonder, because we're going to come back to it. And his name is Brett Modesti, my friend. Um, and the challenge was real because they were talking about, if I understood it correctly, they were talking about spirituality, and they were talking about what we should be focusing on, and the fact that we don't focus on uh, experiences of amazing wonder often enough. Now, Brett is the gentleman made who organized his group, Team in Training, to help me with blood and platelets, and was instrumental in organizing and motivating a significant number of donations. His his wife is a cancer survivor, and he was the caregiver. So, and they had a difficult 7 years of treatment. Not that treatment's ever easy, but they had a difficult 7 year period of treatment. And after thinking about it for 5 minutes, Brett's answer stopped me cold, and it wasn't the first time that he's been able to do that. Um, his would be a really good head to crawl into, I think. But he turned around and he said, waking up next to his wife in the morning and realizing that she's doing so much better than she has and that she's okay. Okay, we're going to segue from that to a conversation with another friend uh, who has also faced adversity and medical challenges, and a conversation that we had at lunch. Uh, well, I never know how to explain this. I had my lunch here at the hotel room, and then Leslie and I joined them for lunch at a nearby restaurant where they got to eat and I got to watch. I got really what I did was I got to participate in the conversation. I got to feel almost normal again. I got to feel one step away from um, being able to eat uh, regular food, normal food. Although I have to tell you, I've been surviving lactose-free diet pretty well, and selecting vegetarian meals that have been okay, better than okay. Uh, and in that conversation, we were discussing the fact that once you've been challenged the way Brett's wife has, or that the caregivers who take care of us so beautifully have, once you've been confronted with medical issues that are more serious than a cold or the flu, or you can't change the level of amazing wonder that you see in the world every day. And I'll give you a really good example of that. We pulled a car up and parked it at the restaurant, and Leslie and I got out and we started to walk toward the front patio and the front door of the restaurant. When I looked across the street and down a driveway, down this driveway there were two jacaranda trees that were in full magnificent bloom, and there was another some kind of bush, a very large bush with incredibly beautiful, vibrant orange flowers, and the behind them were the San Gabriel Mountains, and which are lush green, verdant, beautiful. Uh, and these two jacaranda trees and this orange bush, whatever it is, just exploded in front of the green of the mountains. And in all honesty, I can't say that I would have seen that a year ago, that I would have gotten out of the car and I would have recognized it for the magnificent beauty that it truly is. Uh, I think that's one of the instances of amazing wonder that we're all confronted with every day, and who some of us are are drawn to, and others ignore, uh, whether by choice or by chance, or not recognizing it for what it is. I spent almost 30 days as an inpatient in the hospital. Coming here to the hotel and being able to awaken next to Leslie, I knew exactly what Brett was talking about. And I see that for the wonder it is. And when we were at lunch and I was talking to this other friend of ours, I was talking about that. And I was talking about the fact that once you've been challenged the way we have, the way he has, the way I have, it's hard to go back. And he was saying that it may be hard, but it's not impossible. That there are plenty of people that go through this, and that very slowly, inch by inch, moment by moment, um, their lives go back to whatever they were before they became ill, before they had to confront their illness or their mortality. Uh, and I told him, I sincerely pray, I hope beyond hope that never happens to me, because my eyes have been opened to so much more amazing wonder. I just got a photo, a digital image. There are no such thing as photos anymore, I guess. I got a digital image from my kids. Evidently, they got together, families got together today, and it was our three grandkids, beaming, smiling, uh, beautiful, incredible, a perfect example of amazing wonder. And I hope I never lose that. I don't want to lose that. I want to challenge anybody who's watching or listening to kick me in the ass if I ever lose that. There's a lot for us to consider in the world that is good and beautiful and uplifting. And I don't think any of us can afford to ignore that, to lose track of it, especially when we decry how callous and awful the world has become. There are people that drove great distances. One person from Arizona to give blood and platelets. A shop owner got on an airplane from Chicago to give blood and platelets. Our friends that came out today and other friends that have come out in the past have driven longer to get here and longer to get back to our part of the world than the length of the visit that we had. Um, I don't ever want to. I don't want to ever take that for granted again. I don't want to ever get out of the car and not see the beauty that we're immersed in. That's all around us every day. Um, and I sincerely hope that uh, part of your heart will listen to what I have to say tonight and really take it to heart and look around you and just revel in the absolute wonder that we're surrounded with every day. And again, if I lose track of that, please just walk up to me and smack me. If somebody does that and it's somebody I don't really know, um, I probably will ask a simple question about whether or not you watch the blog, and if you do, I will take the hit. And if you don't, we'll have to discuss that and see what happens next. Okay. Uh, Love you all. Take care. Stay well. Be good. I'll talk to you tomorrow.